Oh, welcome to week 6. We're going to start off with the Jackrabbit, 0-5. Just awful defense. Awful year, to be honest with you. Serpents came out, done a lot better than what I expected. But yeah, later on for our show match, we're going to have the Dolphin and the Eel that are both sitting at 4-1. Right before that, we have another pretty big matchup of the Fox and the Robots. And yeah, you can tell the Jackrabbits, coming out and just getting 3. That's just how their entire season have been. I don't know how you come back from an 0-5 start. I mean, I guess you got to start somewhere, right? Like, not how you start, is how you finish. And that's a good example right there. Look at that nice little push at the end, just to barely give them the win. And up next, we got the Pixie Feet and the Wizard. And looking at the preseason record, you would think this would be a huge matchup at week 6, but no, Pixie Feet really have underperformed at a 1-4. The Wizards, honestly, I think at a 3-2, it's a little underwhelming as well, but that's what happens when you go 5-0. Or you go 4-1. You have high expectations, and when you don't hit them, it doesn't matter if you're doing well or not, because they do have a 41 defense and a 41 offense. I mean, it's the worst defense, but you can tell their offense is keeping them in it. Just like right there, passing up 2 Pixie Feet, which I guess there are only 2 such thing as 2, right? But we're gonna go to overtime, and the Wizards have already took 1 overtime over the Jackrabbits. Which, the Jackrabbits, they haven't won an overtime yet. They've been in 2, and they lost both. And yeah, this is the Wizards' second. And it looks like they're going to come out and take this pretty handily as well. I believe the Pixie Feet lost to the Queen of Diamonds in their last overtime. And yeah, here's Sadie. When you look at her offense, she's doing a lot better offensively than I thought she would. A 1-3 record that just tells you everything you need to know, though. Just nothing's going right. It's Queen of Diamonds that's the astounding 4-1. I thought she would do good, but man, 4-1. That's what I kind of thought the Wizards would be at. And you can tell right here, just going around corners, Sadie. She's doing what she can, especially from a defensive standpoint, and little things like that are definitely going to help. And oh, look at that nice little bump, ensuring 1 extra point is going to be taken off, and Sadie's going to knock off the Queen of Diamonds. They're going to drop to 4-2, and Sadie's at 2-3. The Cayuga coming out against the Johnny Train, and I never realized how much like these marbles looked, so my bad. But the Cayuga, I mean, you can tell they came out and their offense is just not well. No, their defense is, pretty stellar. But Johnny Train, they kind of, their defense is bad, and you just expect it. The Cayuga came out and they did get themselves, what was that, 8? And the Johnny Train, they're going to have to come out and do something. And yep, they got 8 too, so we're going to have ourselves another overtime this week. I hate to say it, but I mean, when your entire mantra is defense, and how did the Johnny Train get in front of them there? They were out of the funnel second, and they got into spring first. See, this is where I think offensive game might be better than defense. Just because, these one-on-one matchups in overtime, there is no such thing as team defense. It's like who can get down the fastest, and the Train definitely have an advantage. And the Peppermint, we go from the best offense to the worst offense at 23. Almost half as many points. And, oh, man, they almost got stuck in primary. Saying, nope, you don't get no mulligan. Not if we can finish ahead of you. And where are they going to finish at? So they're still going to get 7. I feel like that run was really bad, and they still came out and get 7. Yeah, Newtown Primary, last defense, 41 as well. They just couldn't get anything going. You know, but 2 and 3. That's not too bad, I guess. Like you're not out of the race yet, kind of like the Jackrabbits. I mean, they got 1 win, so. But we have another overtime. And this is just the week of the overtimes. And I don't know who I would take in favor here. I don't think neither of these have gone into overtime once. No, I don't think so. So this is big. Primary, clearly coming out of that vial with a big head of steam. Gonna go to 3 and 3. All right, here's the Fox and the Robots. Big matchup right here, a 3-2 and a 4-1. If it wasn't for the Eel and the Dolphin, this would definitely been the show match. And just like the Peppermint last time, they're gonna get pushed out of the water. And look how, oh man, just a hard bump, bad luck, and they're only gonna come out and score 2 points. Fox, that's the thing, is they're not banking on their offense. They're more defensive heavy, kind of like the Robots. But I mean, the Robots have scored 40 points, which puts them in, what is it, 3rd or 4th in the rankings? I think it's 4th in the rankings. Because the Wizards are at 41. I think they're 3rd. Because you got the Train and the Eel. The Eel's going to come in and have 42. And yep, the Robots are barely going to edge them out, 3-2. But yeah, we got our best offense, our best defense going up against our second best offense. 2 behind the Train, which the Train has had a spectacular season on offense, and the Dolphins have came out and had just as good a year on defense, keeping teams held to 5 points a week. I mean, how do you do that? But they ain't gonna do it this week, not against the Eels. And you see the Dolphins, it's only a 31 offense. That's really not good. They've just been able to hold opponents to low numbers. They just got to come out and, you know, they hold you to 5. They're just like, I just got to get 6. You know, and that's about what they've averaged. So you can't take nothing away from them. But it looks like they're going to come out and drop another match to go at 4-2.